And a little bit of music to start us. What a thrill. There you go. A little bing as you're joined us with the Radio Laureate himself, the wonderful Mike Read. How you doing, Mike?
I'm very good. About time you got yourself a new wardrobe, isn't it? You're the same jacket 2 weeks running. It's a bit shabby for you. Gosh.
This is a different one. Once I've worn it once, I have a whole collection of them. I give them to the people as I walk around Regent's Park of a morning. So they're all been kitted out as mini Andrew Eborns. How scary is that?
That is very, very scary, actually. A large one is scary enough. Lots of mini ones, mini-me's. And also, as an illusionist, I see you perform the trick yet again. Last week's yellow tulips have morphed into mauve tulips or purple tulips. Extraordinary how you do that.
It is, and you'll also notice, and lots of people wrote in saying how observant you were about the chess pieces. You'll also notice that a few moves have been made, and we're now currently playing the Queen's Gambit.
Okay, yeah. Well, what we should do one week is have a quick game.
Oh, that would be.
But you don't have time to think. You just have to bang, 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 and away you go. Yeah.
No, I love that. I remember that Saturday. That was wonderful. Always a thrill. We'll do that, and backgammon as well. I love backgammon. Are you a backgammon player?
Yeah. When we were in the jungle, Peter Andre and Charlie Brockett and myself were talking about it, and we said, "Wouldn't it be great to have a backgammon set here?" So I made one. Yeah, basically, out of what I could find, I made a backgammon set and we played backgammon.
Oh, brilliant. So what did you find to make a backgammon set?
Oh, all sorts of things. Or bits, anything I could find. It's like when I did Oliver Twist as well. We did a sort of half-hour potted Oliver Twist. And I even got Charlie Brockett played the toff, what takes Oliver in. Razor Ruddock, or 18 Sullivan, played Little Oliver. Bill Sykes was Peter Andre, and Bullseye the dog was Katie Price on a lead. So Peter's leading her on a lead along the floor, and I even got Johnny Rotten to be Fagin. He said, "I'll go and find some stuff to make myself look like Fagin, shall I?" So yeah, great fun.
Oh, brilliant. It was the first movie I ever saw was Oliver, actually.
First what, sorry?
First movie I ever saw with Ron Moody and Bullseye the dog was really quite scary.
One of the best scores. I mean, for a man that didn't read music, and, you know, extraordinary. Lionel Bart is one of the most extraordinary musicals. I know it lent a lot on the arrangements and stuff like that, but really, I mean, for a man that just went ping, ping, ping with one finger, it's an extraordinary musical.
No, quite incredible, and survived all these years. And talk about things surviving. The Heritage Chart is going from strength to strength, and you're going to be launching something new this very weekend. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we started the Heritage Chart last July, and for artists that weren't getting a look in on the major national stations, BBC and what have you, it was still making great music. And what do we do? What do we do? So we started the chart. It's chart 35, I think, this week. We're in 35 weeks now. So I've created a website, and people can go on there. They can now vote. So ostensibly, it will be the first People's Chart. When the New Musical Express proclaimed their first chart in November 1952, they had a piece saying this is innovative, it's different, it's going to make a difference to the industry. So I'm hoping in a way that this will as well. So I've pulled that clip of that, and I thought we'll put it next, we'll juxtapose it with me saying something about this new chart, and we'll, after the chart on Sunday, we'll go live so people will be able to vote. So essentially it will be the first People's Chart.
I love it. Absolutely brilliant. And this is the first time a different sort of chart has been launched for a long time, isn't it?
Yeah, they're normally on sales ostensibly, but again, it's difficult to tell that. It always has been what's really selling, what's streaming. And of course, there's so much streaming now where songwriters earn so little from it. It's almost pointless, you know, 1 million streams to buy yourself a cup of coffee. What's the point? Well, it's fine that the record companies are okay because they've got so much stuff. It's like a whale opening its mouth and, you know, eating a ton of plankton. You know, one wouldn't do much good. The songwriter gets the one bit of plankton and the words goes and scoops up as much as it can. So yeah, it is a problem. And this way, at least, it will be representative of what people actually like there and then.
Yeah, and what is extraordinary, as you say, the very reason you launched the Heritage Chart is some great artists were just not getting a look in. There was no playlist which would take them.
That's right. I mean, you go to, you know, someone like Radio 2 will say to a record label, well, we've only got 3 spaces this week, I think. surely you can make as many spaces as you want to make. If it's your game, you can decide on the rules, I would have thought. But they've only got 2 spaces, so if they got 60 new singles, they're all fighting for 2 spaces. It's a bit weird.
Yeah, it's crazy. And what I love about the Heritage Chart as well is all the artists who are on the Heritage Chart are getting behind it in a really big way, aren't they?
Yeah, they appreciate it, and quite often artists have said, "Oh, we've been asked to do so and so, so and so. So do you mind?" I said, "That's the point of it. Take the chart, go use it as a bit of PR, and go and get other stuff." I mean, one artist this week said to phone me and said, "I've done so much promotion off the back of this." He said, "Fantastic." He said, and I waved the chart and said, "Look, that's where I am in the top 10." And yeah, so it's useful. It's a useful tool.
That's great. And it means the audience can get engaged as well now. So people want to vote. It's after this week's chart. What do they have to do?
It's just that it'll be there. I'll set it live at 7 o'clock on Sunday. It's heritagechart.co.uk. So just go to heritagechart.co.uk. You go on there and it tells you what it is. It says you can vote, and it says vote here, and you click and up comes the top 40. And you can click each one during the week. You have 1 vote for each song, so you can't go click, 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 click. You can vote for each song once during the week. You can vote for all 40 if you want, or 1 if you want, or 3 if you want, or if one grows on you during the week, you can go back and vote for that one. But you can only vote for each song once.
Brilliant. And what a fantastic way of doing it. So do that from Sunday. Do listen to the Heritage Chart, and really exciting times. I know lots of people, as well as the artists, are getting behind it.
Yeah, they are, which leads us rather neatly to the first poem this week, because the Heritage Chart kicked off after initially a conversation with Limal, who I said, Radio 2 won't touch it, no one else will touch it, you're the only one that's playing it. And out of that conversation, I had the idea of doing the Heritage Chart. And strangely enough, yesterday or a couple of days ago on the radio, a lot of the artists pop up during the programme. And Limal came from Wigan, of course. He's from Wigan, so he's mentioning Wigan. And I said, "Oh, I should do a poem about what are they called, Wiganers?" And he said, "Yeah, we're called Wiganers." So I thought I'd do one with Kay Burley is from Wigan, so I thought I'd have her interviewing 4 famous Wiganers.
Brilliant. Well, coming up straight after the break, we're going to be having the Radio Laureate and his poem all about Wigan, inspired by the wonderful Limal. But for now, Mike Read, thank you for joining us. So the Heritage Chart, your people's chance, your people's vote, it will really count starting from this Sunday. Get over there and do that now. Don't forget, if you want to be on the show or have suggestions for guests on the show, write to me at guests@octopustv.com. That's guests@octopustv.com. You can follow me at Andrew Eborn at octopustv, and don't forget to subscribe. It's free. But until then, thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.